Continental Athletic Conference Championships. Florida College, the CAC, and the NAIA ask that you join us in supporting character-driven intercollegiate athletics. Please help us create a positive competitive environment by showing respect for student-athletes, officials, and spectators. Florida College is committed to the NAIA champions the character principles of integrity, respect, responsibility, sportsmanship, and servant leadership at all times, and we ask for your help to create a positive playing environment. If you are able, please stand and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Our first matchup of the day is between number 1 Florida College and number 2 College of the Ozarks. At this time, we would like to recognize the champions and character representatives for each team. Representing for the College of the Ozarks, number 3, Madeline Sisap. And representing for Florida College, number 17, Adriana Bravo. And now for the starting lineups. Starting for the visiting team, the College of the Ozarks. Number 8, Grace Hancock. Number 9, Bree Langham. Number 10, Brooklyn Crawford. Number 12, Micah Chapman. Number 14, Bailey Chamberlain. Number 20, Emma Godwin. And number 23, Cameron Lee. The Bobcats are coached by Stacey Muckenthaler, assisted by Morgan Copeland and Dr. Nation. And now starting for the home team, Florida College. Number 2, Cassidy Lee. Number 3, Madison Lee. Number 5, Raquel Teixeira. Number 9, Leah Brown. Number 17, Adriana Bravo. Number 19, Avery Lanning. And number 22, Addison Coffey. The Lady Falcons are coached by Carrie Mitchell, assisted by Kristen Sharp.
Well, good morning to one and all. Chris Jenkins in the house with you, coming to you live from the Fred K. Kahn Stadium here on the campus of Florida College. This is exclusive coverage of Florida College athletics, and if you like volleyball, we got great action for you. Postseason action about to get underway. It is early, and we've got a good one coming out the gates. The ladies of Florida College are taking on the visitors, the Bobcats from Point Lookout, Missouri. This is the College of the Ozarks taking on your Lady Falcons in Continental Athletic Conference Tournament postseason play. Now, this is going to be a pool play or round robin featuring, of course, the Lady Falcons, College of the Ozarks, Florida National University, and Haskell Indian Nations College out of Kansas. These teams are going to get familiar with each other. You got in the first matchup the 1 versus 2, of course, the Lady Falcons in the black, and the visitors, College of the Ozarks, in black as well. As we get it going and underway, and coming out, good volley play A little tip, keeping it alive. Nice in the middle. That time, Bravo. And trying to set up and getting it going out the gates. First point going to College of the Ozarks. And, of course, as we go, we'll get you more familiar with this team. Very young team under perennial winning head coach Stacy Muckenthaler. So 2-0 for the young visitors, the Bobcats. Setting it up and going cross court, but going long with that shot. As a result, it is 3-0 now. See if the Falcons can get something going. And finally get on the board over that right side. So 1-3 to count. First set action here in the first game of several that we'll have on tilt all day for you. And mishap that time, trying to get the set going and couldn't, was Cameron Link for the visitors. Bravo on the serve. Bump pass. And couldn't handle it. An attempted attack over that right side. Point still goes to College of the Ozarks, though. So Bobcats set to serve, up 4-2. Librero. Addison Kofi. So 5-2 is the count now. Bobcats. Hey, keeping it alive. Nice dig that time by the Bobcats. Bravo answers. Right side. Good stuff coming from Madison Lee. Down the line over that right side. Check that left side. Right corner. So 5-3 to count. Falcons trying to answer. And can't catch up to it on the back row is Bravo. So this young Bobcat team coming out strong here in this first game of the tournament. And keeping it alive. Trying to set up. And nice double block. But managing to get it over where the Bobcats can catch up to it are the Falcons. We got a substitution in on the front row. Number 9, Leah Brown in the lineup. And can't keep it in play. So Falcons on a little bit of a roll. 2-0 roll. To pull to within 1. 5-6 is where we're at. And keeping it alive. Lee. Back row. Carolina Romojera. But point still goes to the Bobcats. Oh, 5-7 still the count here in set number 1. And on the serve, Pettyjohn. Falcons answer. Pull back to within 1. Raquel Teixeira on the serve now for the Falcons. And an error, a service error, gives momentum and the ball back to the Bobcats. Up front, trying to go for the spike that time. Keeping it alive. Good hustle. Bravo. Back the other way. And nice up front. Nice little tip by Cameron Link, the freshman. So 6-9 the count now. Bobcats have been in control and have led from jump in this one. And this one goes long. On the attempt that time, Teixeira. And they want to talk about it and call time. So we've got a 6-10 count here in set number 1 of tournament play. And as I spoke to a little bit before we got this one going, we've got a 14 tournament set up here in pool play. Each team plays 2 matches today, followed by 1 match tomorrow. Semifinals will be Saturday. And, of course, the winner of the tournament determines the conference representative in the NAIA National Tournament. So a lot at stake. As I said, this is postseason action. This is when you play for keeps. And keep in mind, folks, the Falcons are the defending tournament champs. And, of course, they are on a 5-game win streak coming into this one. So this is when it counts, folks. And we'll see if they can, out of the timeout, get something going, try and get back into this one, have trailed from jump. Emma Godwin, on the serve now. And keeping it alive. Popping it back over. Falcons, good play. Nice hustle, but penetrating. Too much penetration that time from the Bobcats into Falcon territory will give the point to the Falcons. So they pull back to within 3, still down 7-10. Falcons set to serve. Bump play. Double attack over that right side. Keeping it alive in the middle and setting it up. A little bump. And can't keep it in play. Although good hustle that time by Madison Lee. So point goes the other way. So 7-11 is the count now. Madison Lee keeping it up from the back line. Pops it back was Lee on the set. Tries to go for the kill, can't get it. Good defense by the Falcons. They go for the setup. Bravo tries to get it. And good defense once again by the Falcons up front. A nice rally for a quick second there, but in the end, Falcons get the point. Reagan Bargett, one of the seniors for the Falcons, on the serve now. And a nice down the line kill that time by the Bobcats. Number 10, Brooklyn Crawford. Ups the lead to 4 for the Bobcats. Nice way to keep it going by the Libero. And in the end, 2 Falcons can't catch up to it. Number 3, Madison Lee. One of the Falcons trying to keep that one alive. So 8-13 now is the count on the serve. And a nice attempt at the kill that time by Bravo. She'll try again. Tried the finesse play, couldn't get it back over the net. So point Bobcats. So biggest deficit so far for the Falcons. Have trailed from the beginning in this one. Try and see if they can get it back going. Popping it back over was Lee that time. Couldn't find a hole in defense. Keeping it alive. Bravo. Attempt for the kill. Too much penetration that time on the net. Point Bobcats. So for a young team, this Bobcat squad has come out hustling, and they have led from the beginning here in this one. Nice dig that time by the Falcons to keep it alive. Can't catch up to it. And finally, Falcons able to stop the bleeding to pick up their 9th point. 9:15 to count here in this one. Set number 1. And big time kill that time over that left side. Up front, Raquel Teixeira. So Falcons finally hit double digits, down 10 to 15. And double attack. Keeping it alive though, the Bobcats. They pop it back over. And trying to go for the kill. Good stuff that time once again. Lee on the kill for the Falcons. As they look to keep it moving now. Pick up their 11th point. And a nice dink. They go for the set, try and go for the kill. Cassidy Lee working hard up front. Falcons cut the lead to 3, picking up their 12th point. 12 to 15 now to count. Bobcats on the set and can't catch up to it. Although good hustle that time by Addison Kofi at the libero spot. So 12-16 to count now. Bobcats on the serve and back in control. See if the Falcons can answer. Lee up front. The attempted spike. Keeping it up. Gets the set. Tries to go for the dink. And does, but keeping it alive. Good defense up front by both of these teams. Bobcats keep it alive. Volley. Good volley stuff going on right now. Keeping it alive. Libero, Kofi. And on the set. Keeping it alive. And a nice volley for a good period of time that set or in that point sequence. In the end, Bobcats get the point though, pick up their 17th. And big time dig that time by the Bobcats to keep it alive. Kofi, Libero, picking it up. Trying to set up again, they go for the dink. Bravo at the back end, keeps it alive. On the dink pass up front by the Falcons. Try and go for the kill. Kofi keeps it alive. They try and go for the set. They try and go for the kill. A double block up front, right side. Bobcats, they get the point. So 12-18 to count. Barely keeping that one alive. And the Falcons, they go for the set, go for the dink. Keeping it going. Lee trying to go for the kill. Keeping it alive. Hits the net, and the point finally goes to the Falcons. 13-18 the count now. As we inch toward set point here in this one. So penetration on the net that time. Too much by the Falcons. Carolina Romahera can't keep it going. And that is another point. So Bobcats have been on a roll. They've come out strong. They have led throughout here in this first set. And we will see if Coach Mitchell can get these Falcons on a roll where they can close the gap. This is match number 1 action. The 1 seed Falcons taking on the 2 seed Bobcats under 10th year head coach Stacy Mockenthaler. And as I said, College of the Ozarks out of Point Lookout, Missouri. They come in at 16-11, of course, facing the 19-10, 6-0 in conference play Falcons. Falcons in a little bit of a hole as we are steadily approaching the close of this first set. We'll see coming out of this timeout if they can get something going. Of course, talking with Coach Mitchell. Didn't know what to expect from this Bobcat team. This is the first matchup between these two teams. So they have not faced each other up to this point. And out of the timeout, come out and pick up another point. They are swiftly approaching set point in this one with their 21st point, and on the serve again. Back row, Bravo on the serve. And that one goes long. So in spite of the effort by the Falcons, point College of the Ozarks. They set to serve again. Destiny Calderon set to serve. Keeping it alive and can't keep it in play, giving the 23rd point to the Bobcats. 1 point away from set point and a double-digit lead here in the first set. Keeping it alive, trying to go, and goes long. Tried to go for the kill, couldn't get there, couldn't keep it in the line. 24th point, so we're at set point now. Bobcats on the serve, service error, finally gives it back to the Falcons. We'll see if they can take advantage of it. Still down 10 and set point on the other side. Double block and can't get in there. And that, just like that, set 1 is in the books. And the Falcons go down hard. 25-14 the final in set number 1. Set number 2 coming up. We'll see if the Falcons can rebound. We're going to take a quick break. Set 2 action coming up here in the first game of the Continental Athletic Conference Tournament postseason action for you here on the campus of Florida College. Chris Jenkins on the mic with you. We'll be back. And back to action here from the campus of Florida College here in Temple Terrace. Chris Jenkins breaking it down for you. We have 1 versus 2 action. Continental Athletic Conference tournament play. Set number 1 in the books with the Falcons going down 25-14. Bobcats, the visitors, of course, come in blazing as the number 2 seed and take out the number 1 seed Falcons in the first set, as we are about to get set number 2 going, hoping that the Falcons can turn it around and pick up the W. Bravo on the serve. Keeping it in play from the back row is Bravo. And going long on the attempted kill that time. So first point goes to the visitors. Link on the serve. And keeping it alive on the dink pass back over. Up front for the Falcons. Try and go for the kill, and they're going to go long. So knotted at 1 now. Falcons point. Madison Lee, the junior, set to serve. Get this one over. Good dig that time by the Bobcats to keep it alive. Trying to go for the kill, and a nice block. But can't keep it in play nonetheless, so Falcons pick up their second point and lead for the first time in this game. Did not lead at all in the first set. And good stuff, can't catch up to it. The Librero, Kofi. As a result, we're knotted at 2 now. And coming into the game, the freshman, Anna Howe, and serves. And that's going to be an ace. Falcons can't catch up to it, so third point now for the Bobcats. 2 straight points they've scored. Bobcats on the serve again. Nice little dink pass, can't catch up to it. Good finesse move that time by the Falcons. Tied is up at 3. Back in, keeps it alive. Pops it back over. Falcons on the set. And an attack block, double block up front. Try and go for it again. And another. Goes off the Bobcats. So Falcons regain the lead up 4-3. And Bobcats can't manage to track it down and get it back over. Point Falcons, 5-3 now. Keeping it alive, back in. Falcons managing to keep it alive right over the fence. The Bobcats answer on a missed attempt that time to track it down by the Falcons. And Falcons still holding on to a 1-point lead. Second set action in play now. Go for the dink pass, double block, keeping it alive, popping it back over is Bravo. They set, do the Bobcats, and can't keep it in play, but good hustle that time. Madison Lee trying to keep it in play. Now we're not at 5. Pops it up in the air, and they get it back over. They go for the set, try to go for the kill. They can't keep it in play. As that one pops high. Ramohera ultimately gets the point. 6-5 now, Falcons. Dink pass by the Bobcats. Lee on the set. Carolina. Carolina Ramohera strikes again. 7th point now for the Falcons. And that one goes long. Bobcats pick up the point. So 7-6 is where we are on the points. Falcons still with the lead. Bobcats on the serve. And good stuff. Adriana Bravo, the senior. Big time kill that time for the senior. Barely getting it over the net to avoid the error are the Falcons. They go for the set. Bravo tries to go for the kill, keeping it alive on the back end of Librero. And ultimately they keep it in on the return and pull to within 1 now. Popping it right up in the air on the return now. The Bobcats go for the set, go for the dink, try to keep it in play. And back over. Stepping up in the middle, they go for the set. Bravo tries to go for the kill, and they can't get it. So 8-8 is where we are. Second set action. Falcons down 1 set. Trying to answer. Bobcats on the serve. On the set, Lee tries to go for the dink pass, keeping it alive on the back end are the Bobcats. And can't catch up to it is Kofi. So now Bobcats have the lead, 9-8. Goodwin on the serve. Godwin on the serve for the Bobcats. Attack block up front. Tries to return, but hits it into the net is Bravo. Tried to get that kill, couldn't get it over the net though. So 10th point now for College of the Ozarks. Falcons down 2. Barely keeping it in play on the dig and can't keep it in play ultimately. Bobcats pumped as we go to a timeout. 8-11 is where we sit. Second set action. Falcons trying to knot this one up at 1. And coming out the gates, we got a good one as 1 versus 2 seeds going at it. And the 2 seed with a lot of the momentum so far in this one. And, of course, I had an opportunity to catch up with Coach Muckenthaler prior to this one. And she spoke about the youth on this team. Hoped that it wouldn't be too big of a moment, as most of her players are facing postseason action for the first time. 5 freshmen on the team for College of the Ozarks. But keep in mind, Coach Malkenthaler has been here before, won it all as the national champs in 2019 for this Bobcat team, and was Coach of the Year. So she's been where the Falcons and Coach Mitchell are trying to go. So coming out of the timeout, 8-11 is the count. Bobcats on the serve. Falcons trying to answer, and they can't. Ball bounces over to the right side. So 12th point now for the Bobcats. On the serve again. Barely keeping it alive. And they dink, pass it back over. They try to go for the set. Bravo tries to go for the kill. And ultimately they get it. Micah Chadwell from that Librero spot can't catch up to it. So 9th point now for the Falcons, and they will serve. See if they can get some momentum going and regain the lead, hopefully. Tries to go for the set. Bravo! And can't catch up to it in time. Point Bravo. And the Falcons finally hit double digits. Still down 2, though. And this one goes out of bounds on the return. So Falcons move to within 1 now. Reagan Bargett, one of the seniors on this Falcon team, on the serve now. Keeping it alive in the middle. Bravo tries to go for the kill, and she does. 12 tight now. Falcons on the move. Bargett set to serve again. And a quick swing back by the Bobcats. Falcons can't recover and get to it in time, and they regain the lead. And on the set, trying to go for the kill that time, keeping it alive though are the Bobcats. They'll go themselves, and nice play. Cassidy Lee, the junior, finding a hole in that Bobcat defense and knots it up at 13. Bravo on the serve now. Bobcats on the set, trying to go for the kill. Attack block up front, right side. Falcons regain the lead. Up 1 now, 14-13. Bravo on the serve again. A good attack block, but still falls short on the Falcon side. So we're knotted at 14 now. A much tighter second set so far. Kofi, nice dig in the middle. And nice answer on the kill up front by the Falcons. They regain the lead. Lee on the serve for the Falcons. They try and go for the set. And a nice dink pass, barely keeping it alive. And Bravo keeps it in play back over to the Bobcats. They try and go for the kill. Big time dig by Bravo. And they pop it back. Try and go for the set. Nice dink pass. And Falcons keeping it alive. Good volley so far. Kofi on the dig. To try and go for the kill. Ramo Hera stepping it up. Rally point for the Falcons. A good competitive one here in the second set. Falcons trying to answer. As I said, they are the defending champions of the Continental Athletic Conference. Won this tournament last year. And Coach Carrie Mitchell in her first season trying to keep it rolling for the Falcons. Bobcats keep it in play. That one goes long on the return. So Falcons a little momentum now. Their biggest lead of the contest here in this second set, up 17-14. Lee on the serve. And Bravo trying to get in there for the dig. Can't get to it in time. Bobcats pick up the point. O'Hara tries to go for the dig, and ultimately that point's going to go to the Bobcats when they finally get it sorted out. So they're still down one, though. Howell on the serve. An error that time. Falcons get the point. Bravo trying to get back to it on that back line. Can't catch up to it in time. Bobcats with the point. So big time. Nice little dink slash slam dunk action going up front. Little double action by the Bobcats to knot it up at 18. And once again, over that right side, stepping it up. Keeping it alive, Falcons. And once again up front, one of these seniors, guess who? Adriana Bravo picks up the 20th point. And a nice ace coming out on the serve that time. Raquel Teixeira. 21st point for the Falcons as they inch closer to wrapping up this second set. So there is a break. We'll take one as well. We'll be right back. So we are about to get it going. Moving closer to wrapping up the second set here as the 1 seed Falcons take on the 2 seed Bobcats. Falcons have stormed back in this one. moving closer to trying to wrap this one up, coming out of the timeout. Teixeira up front, keeping it alive, the Falcons. And ultimately, the point goes to the Bobcats on the tip. Well, Bobcats with little momentum, but still down 2. Much better showing by these Falcons here in this second set, trying to close this one out over the much game Bobcats and keeping it in play. Tracking it down to the Bobcats, pop it back over to the Falcons. They go for the set. And Bravo trying to go for the dink pass and can't catch up to it, right in the heart of that Falcon defense. Picking up the 20th point that time. All the Bobcats. On the bump. Tries to get it over and does. Trying to go for the set. Managing to keep it in play. Oh, storming into the bleachers that time. Great hustle that time by Bravo, but can't get to it. And we're knotted at 21. Lee on the set. Teixeira tries to get the dig. And a nice dig that time by the Falcons. Keeping it alive. Good dig by the Bobcats. Teixeira trying to answer. And getting it back over is Bravo. And keeping it alive, up for the set. Lee, Bravo. And coming up, Librero, keeping it alive for the Bobcats. Nice volley action so far. And this one goes long. So the 22nd point picked up by the Bobcats. They are pumped as we got another timeout on the court. Bobcats moving in, trying to go up 2-0 in this one. Falcons trying to answer down 1 set. And keep in mind, they are trying to keep a 5-game win streak alive. Only 1 loss going back to October 12th. That was against Kaiser, 3-1. This is a Bobcat team that has rolled 6-0 conference play, 19-10 overall. Came in as the #1 seed and are trying to storm their way back in this one. Of course, College of the Ozarks in their last action, that was actually on Halloween, 3-0 win over Baptist Bible College. So they had a little bit of a layoff, couple of weeks, but they are more than game here in this one. Coming out of the timeout, up 1, 22-21, second set action is where we're at. Falcons trying to answer. Teixeira. Dink pass, keeping it alive. And off the net, 23rd point for the Bobcats. So very nice little dink. Falcons can't recover. Ultimately, point goes to the visitors. So 23-21 now, Bobcats up. And this one results in an ace. So the wheel's a little bit wobbly for the Falcons as we are at set point now. Falcons in a little bit of a hole. Pettyjohn on the serve. And finally, Falcons able to stop the bleeding for a moment. Picking up their 22nd point. We'll see if they can answer. On the brink now of going down 2-0. Falcons on the serve, try and go for the dink pass. They keep it alive, do the Bobcats. Try and go for the kill. Nice dig by the Falcons. That one stays in. Point Falcons. So 2 straight points by the Falcons. And the Bobcats now want to talk about it as the Falcons trying to roar back. Coming with 2 straight points to force the timeout. And of course, as I said prior to this one starting, this is an all-day affair that we've got for you. So we want you to stay tuned as we've got action going on all through the day and into the evening as well. Match number 2, that's going to be coming up a little bit later. You've got the Haskell Indian Nations University and Florida National University taking on each other, the 3 and 4 seeds. That is action coming up after this one. But we've got a good one so far. Falcons in a little bit of a hole in our first match of the day, 1 versus 2 seeds. So coming out strong and a service error. Wow. It's going to wrap this one up. So Falcons down 2-0 and just go down on a service error coming out of the timeout. So we're going to take a break. 3rd set action coming up. We'll see if the Falcons can try and recover, get themselves back into this one, down 2-0 versus the number 2 College of the Ozarks out of Missouri. My name's Chris Jenkins. This is exclusive coverage of Florida College athletics. Thank you for listening. We'll take a break. Be right back. 3rd set action coming up. So 3rd set action coming up as the Lady Falcons are taking on the number 2 seed College of the Ozarks. Bobcats up 2-0 here in this one, as they have the defending champs in a hole. We'll see if the Falcons can answer as we are about to get going with this third set. Chris Jenkins on the mic with you. Thanks for listening and watching as we have Continental Athletic Conference postseason tournament action underway here on the campus of Florida College. Several more games to come. We'll see if the champs can step it up and pick up a win. A nice dig and a way to come out storming. Falcons strike first. The senior, Bravo, on the serve now. Coffee tries to keep it alive. Tries to get the bump going, but can't. So point goes to the Bobcats, one tight. On the set, tries to go for the kill. Big time dig that time by the Bobcats. And goes long with it. Falcons get the point. A junior, Madison Lee, on the serve now. And we've got an error. So two tight as a result. Bobcats on the serve now. Set. And he can't catch up to it on the bounce back that time. Bobcats pick up their third point. On the set, nice dig attempt that time by the Falcons. Dink pass, Bravo keeps it alive. And guess who? Carolina Ramojera making it happen. Gaining back the momentum for the Falcons. Lee on the serve, error, unfortunately. Point Bobcats. Addison Kofi checking back in for her. 4-3 to count now, set number 3. Bobcats up 2-0. Carolina goes long with that one. Well, 5-3 to count now. Bobcats on the serve again. Bump, set. We got a little discussion as to whether there was a violation by the Falcons. So they'll reset it on the serve that time and can't, managing to keep it in play, and actually does. Bobcats, great hustle. And ultimately, Ramojera stepping it up once again. Momentum back with the Falcons. Ramojera was one of the keys to this contest as far as the Falcons being able to persevere and get through this, according to Coach Mitchell. Stepping it up big time here in this first match. Tries to go for another kill. That time can't catch up to it. Kofi trying to track it down, but can't. Bobcats with the momentum now, up 6-4. Falcons trying to answer. And guess who does? Down the line. Over that left side. Bravo. Now Avery Landing, the sophomore, on the serve for the Falcons. And keeping it alive on the set. Bravo answers. Her second straight point. Six now is where we are. Lanning on the serve again and keeping it alive barely. Good hustle by the Falcons. Try and go for it. Double block up front. Bravo and Brown joining up. Falcons up 7-6 now. Lanning on the serve again. Kofi tries to keep it alive and ultimately goes off of the wall that time. Bobcats with the point. 7 tight is where we sit. Bravo once again on the kill. Reagan Bargett on the serve now for the Falcons. Nice little dink pass and very calculated. As a result, we are knotted up at 8 now. Link on the serve now. Keeping it alive. Nice dig by Lee in the back. And an illegal touch, I believe, on that one gives the point to the Bobcats. Up 9-8 now. Service error gives it right back, however. So back and forth we go in this one. No one's gained the momentum so far. Bravo on the serve for the Falcons. Bobcats for the set. Nice dig by Bravo from the back. She keeps it alive again. Bobcats trying to keep it alive. They finally get it back over. They go for the set. Do the Falcons. Keeping it alive. The Bobcats once again. They get it back going. On the bump. And excellent defense on the double block that time. Bobcats get the point. And a Howe on the serve now. Good dig by Kofi to keep it alive. And barely keeping up to it on the dig that time are the Bobcats. Nice answer. The equivalent of what you would call a stuff up front. Cassidy Lee helps knot it up at 10. Lee on the serve. This one goes long. Service error and gives the point to College of the Ozarks. 11-10 now. Good dig by Lee. Ramohera tries to go for the kill that time. Attack block up front by the Bobcats, and they're up 12-10, and they come out with an ace on the serve. And Falcons finally able to stop the bleeding on the service error, and they pick up the point. So it'll go back to the Falcons as Lee is set to serve. Good dig that time. Bravo answers. And this one goes long, or wide, I should say. So 14-11 is where we sit. And subbing in Josie Pettyjohn, a sophomore, for the Bobcats, and sets to serve. Bravo on the back end, on the bump. And this one goes long, so point will go to the Falcons. They pick up their 12th point, still down 2 in this one. Lee on the serve again. Good dig that time by the Bobcats to keep it alive. And can't catch up to it. Thirteenth point. Lee once again on the serve. On the set, Bobcats go for the dink, keeping it alive up front. Ramo Hera. Bravo! Goes long. So 15th point. Bobcats on the serve now. Nice dink pass with Ramo Hera up front. Keeping it alive from the back end. Trying to go for the kill. Here's Bravo. Bobcats keep it alive. They go for the dink, keeping it alive. Back the other way. Nice pop up. And trying to go for the kill, goes long with it. Nonetheless, ultimately, so point goes with the Bobcats. Up 3 now, 16-13. Emma Godwin set to serve for the Bobcats. Back in, a stuff right up front, and can't catch up to it. Ramo Hera. As a result, 17th point now. Keeping it alive. Good hustle by the Bobcats. And this one goes off the fingertips, it looks like, of Madison Lee. As a result, that is the 18th point for the visitors. And we got a timeout on the court. So 13-18 is the count. Falcons needing to talk about it. The momentum slipping away from them here in the third set, already down 2-0. We'll take a quick break and be back here in just a minute. So coming out of the timeout, we've got a 13-18 contest. Falcons in a little bit of a hole. They have gone back and forth with this Bobcat team, but they are more than game. They are up 2-0 here in the first match of Continental Athletic Conference play. So coming out of the timeout, we'll see what they can get going. Ramo Hara stepping it up. So nice answer. By the junior, Ramo Hara. 14-18 the count now. Falcons on the serve. And a bump back over to the Falcons. They'll try and go for the dig, and they can't catch up to it. Guess who made it happen? Bravo once again. Big time play by the 5'10" senior out of Venezuela. And on the service error, momentum right back to the Bobcats. So they are up 19-15 now. Lee trying to go for the dig. Bobcats keep it alive. They try and answer. Stepping up, Kofi on the dig, keeping it alive. Trying to go for the kill. Bobcats keep it alive. They go for the dink. Falcons keep it alive. So nice volley play so far, and ultimately can't get it back over the net. Falcons with the point. So the junior Reagan Bargett back in the lineup now, set to serve for the Falcons. She puts this one in play. Bobcats popping it up. Barely get it back over on the set. Trying to go for the kill, and on the tip that time. Falcons pick up the point. They're 17th as they try to move back in to gaining momentum in this one. Illegal touch. That's the 18th point now for the Falcons. Bargett set to serve again. And on the service error, gives the momentum right back to the Bobcats. That is their 20th point. They nurse a 2-point lead over the defending champ Falcons and are up 2-0 here in the third set. Trying to go for that kill up front, can't get it. Popping it back over. Set, Bravo, goes for the finesse, but goes long with it. So out of bounds, 21st point now. Link on the serve now for the visitors. Go for the set. Bravo tries to go for the kill on the back end. Bobcats still keep it alive. Too many touches. So point finally goes to the Falcons. We've got a little wetness going on up front on the court as they try and clean that up. Falcons trying to inch their way back into this one. You got to keep in mind, they came off a 5-set winner, 3-2 over Ave Maria on senior night, November 3rd, to pick up their 5th straight win. They are in a dogfight, however, in this one, in postseason game play with the Bobcats. Down 2 sets, they keep it alive, and ultimately get that one going. Off to Bobcats' hands, so they move to within a point. And now the Bobcats want to talk about it. So 20-21 is where we sit. 2-0 lead, though, for the Bobcats. They are the number 2 seed, as I've said. College of the Ozarks out of Point Lookout, Missouri, 16-11 record. And they are coached by championship head coach Stacy Muckenthaler. And of course, you want to stay tuned. We've got action all day long. Coming up, we've got the 3 and 4 seeds, the Fighting Indians of Haskell Nations University out of Lawrence, Kansas. They're going to be taking on Florida National University out of Hialeah. That is the second match coming up a little bit later after this one. Back to play here, 20-21 count. Bobcats come storming back on the swing and kill. Pick up their 22nd point as they inch closer to wrapping this one up. Already up 2-0. Falcons give up the ace. So that's the 23rd point now. See if the Falcons can gain a little bit of composure here, as Coach Mitchell wanting to talk about it, calls for time. Falcons down 3 at this point. 2 straight points coming out of the timeout for College of the Ozarks. As I said, we've got action going on all day in a 4-team round robin, as they call it. College of the Ozarks out of Missouri. Of course, your Falcons here from Temple Terrace. You got Florida National University out of Hialeah and Haskell Indian Nations College out of Lawrence, Kansas. Each of these teams will have 2 matches today. 1 match tomorrow. Semifinals, finals on Saturday. Of course, the winner of this tournament determines the conference rep in the NAIA National Tournament. So this is where it counts. Falcons came in with all the momentum, trying to storm their way back into this one. They are in a hole, down 23-20, coming out of the timeout here in set 3. Lee tries to go and gets it as Bobcats tip it and can't keep it in play. 21-23 now is where we sit. Lee on the serve. Nice dig by the Bobcats to keep it alive. They try and go for the kill. Bravo keeps it alive. And on the set, bump, and this one stays in. On the swing and down the line, and we are at set point, just like that. 21-24 now, Bobcats set point. Ramohera trying to answer. Bobcats keep it alive, though. Kofi. Bobcats managed to track it down still and cannot catch up to it, unfortunately, is Madison Lee, and that does it. 25-21, College of the Ozarks in the upset takes out the number 1 seed, 3-0. Wow. Of course, these Lady Falcons will have an opportunity to right the ship as they will take on Florida National. That will be a roughly 2 p.m. start, so you want to stay tuned for that. Hopefully they can turn it around and get it back going in that one. We're going to take a break. As I said, more action coming up here in a little bit. We've got the match number 2 as the 3 and 4 seeds face off. Haskell Indian Nations University out of Lawrence, Kansas and Florida National University out of Hialeah. I'll be bringing you that action. So we'll take a break and gear up for match number 2. You are watching and listening to exclusive coverage of Florida College athletics action here from Temple Terrace, Florida. Chris Jenkins on the mic with you. Keep it here. Match 2 coming up.